wonderful week. Just wanted to kind of record a message that I got as kind of like a download this morning, and just kind of what's going on presently, of a powerful vision I received. So as I was meditating this morning, and I'll tell you, for those who don't know or just getting to know me, for me, that there's a difference between a visualization that I'm intending and a vision that's coming to me as a download, right? So this was a vision coming to me as a download. And as I was meditating, my mind kind of showed myself, or my spirit, not my body necessarily, but my spirit in the void. Just like this beautiful blackness that was so peaceful and so loving. And kind of this feeling of liquid love just melting away all of the things that we have resisted in life from a negative emotion standpoint. So, and then I was shown all these times in life where I had experienced something that I perceived to be negative or outside of me, or separation or low vibration, whatever. And my mind would show it to me in the time that I was experiencing those things as a wall going up. And I had all these, like, Spirit showed me this morning, all these micro walls. And we do that as people, right? These little micro walls in life. And so, when fall comes around, and I just love the fall. It's probably one of my favorite seasons, if not my favorite season. The leaves on the tree have run their useful life, and they fall. And so the walls in this vision showed to me and were blowing away, as if like a big leaf blower was gently blowing them all away. And the symbol of that was the useful lifespan of these walls had run its course. They had served a purpose. At one point, they had served to protect. And now, if we leave them up, they will be in the way. And so I just saw this big leaf blower coming in, and then there was this beautiful green pasture, which is very lovely. Just beautiful lushness and life growing as these walls were blown away, revealed. It wasn't like these pastures were like new. It was just revealing what had already always been there. And the walls were just blown away as just dust, with ease, gentleness and love and flow. Like that liquid love was just kind of gently blowing it away. And then what was shown to me was like a maze. And it was like a maze of stone walls. So you can picture like a corn maze, but this wasn't cornstalk walls that you could walk through. These were stone walls. And I kind of saw it from above. And then the Bible story, again, for those who aren't religious, that's totally fine. I grew up with a lot of Bible stories, and this is just coming to mind because my body mind knows those stories. But the walls of Jericho came to my mind, and just the visual of that. And I ended up looking up the Jericho city, and it was a bunch of stone walls, like looked like a maze. Very synonymous with my vision. And I was reminded of the story that Joshua and his people went and marched around the walls of Jericho, because the useful lifespan of Jericho's walls had been put up to keep people out from pillaging and for other things like that, right? But the lifespan of the walls had run its course, and it was time for the walls to come down. So Joshua and his people went and marched around the city of Jericho for 7 days, which the Hebrew sign of completion is 7. Fulfillment. Completion is 7. And after 7 days, the walls fell down. And after the number 7 comes the number 8 in Hebrew, which is new beginnings. Beautiful, right? And so, I also kind of was prompted to look up the story of Jericho, and there's a river that flows now through the city of Jericho called the Water of Elisha. And Elisha, in the biblical times, had the water that previously flowed through Jericho was causing the women to be barren. And Elisha put salt in the water and declared that the water would from then on remain pure, and to this day it's pure. And so there's that promise of completion and that flow. And so the message I received is that the negative emotions that we've resisted need to be welcomed. Those walls that we've put up, we need to send love and healing and wholeness and acceptance to those negative emotions, because if we resist the negative emotions, it hinders our capacity to experience the polarity of that, which is the positive. So we go through life resisting situations of negative emotion, and that builds up walls and just puts up resistance. So you can love the negative situation and the wall that's put up. The wall was put up there to protect you. And so send that wall, send that resistance so much love, because it was once there to serve a purpose. And the message I'm getting today is that it's completed its mission and it's time to come down. And love, and the way to do that is just welcome those feelings. Allow those negative emotions to flow. Realize what's behind those negative emotions is love. It opens up your heart. So from the position of spirit, you can just observe the negative emotions, whatever it is, rejection and separation, really, fear of death. Allow those, welcome those, send those love, and allow those walls of protection to come down. The other thing that was communicated to me through this is that, so last night I was making some dinner and I was like, I'll put on a movie. So I found that movie, How to Train Your Dragon, which I think is so great. I love that movie. And in the movie, the main character is the kind of scrawny son of a Viking kind of king. And this Viking tribe, their whole purpose in life is to kill dragons that try to steal their food. And you have status in the community based on the types of dragons you kill and your prowess in killing the dragons. So the son was just really wanted to kill a dragon because he just felt so rejected by his community because he was small and pretty much never had an opportunity and would never have an opportunity to kill a dragon. Anyway, long story short, he encounters one of the most evasive dragons and the toughest of dragons, and he realizes that in fact the dragons are not the enemy. In fact, the dragons are incredibly useful. They have skills that can serve the Vikings if they would just embrace the dragons, right? And so in the embracing of the dragons, the community became so strong, and the fight over resources and abundance was over. They were just abundant. And so the lesson of these walls coming down, the embracing of the negative emotions, the allowing of the negative emotions, the embracing of the dragons, making them your friend, in that don't go wallow in them, but allow them, love them, accept them, allow those walls to come down, love those walls for what they've done, send them love and appreciation and just say to yourself, Walls, I appreciate what you've done for me. You've protected me this far. And you're now free to go. Don't force them. Don't resist them. Just allow them to melt in this perfect, beautiful love. And reconcile, meaning recognize as one. The positive emotions and the negative emotions, it's all one. And so when you resist the negative, you're resisting the positive too. So this message today is of completion. Is of moving on. Is that the walls of Jericho have fallen. The walls of resistance, the walls of this block have come down. It's complete. Now is the time for new beginnings. I know I keep saying new beginnings, but just wanted to share that vision with you guys today. I think it's really beautiful. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week.